What if surveillance didn't come from governments, but from companies pretending to make you safer? And what if those companies weren't just watching criminals, but you? Truth seekers. This is Coinopath. Welcome to the place where we pull back the curtain on the blockchain, where we trace the invisible wires of control buried deep inside the blockchain. No hype, no guesswork, just revelation. In Part 1, we exposed how Chainalysis became the eye of the blockchain, mapping wallets, linking identities, serving global agencies. But that was just the surface. In this chapter, we go deeper. Because surveillance is only the first step. And Chainalysis doesn't just observe, it turns information into influence. This isn't just about tracing Bitcoin or chasing hackers. This is about power. This company doesn't just follow the money, it shapes the rules. And when rules get blurred, so does justice. Let's talk about pressure. Behind closed doors, Chainalysis advises law enforcement, intelligence agencies, and financial regulators. They don't just share data, they shape narratives. If Chainalysis flags a wallet as high risk, exchanges freeze it, funds get locked, without warning, without explanation. And you're guilty until proven innocent. In 2022, internal reports surfaced that Chainalysis data had been used to pressure certain platforms into delisting privacy coins, like Monero, Zcash, and Dash. No court order, no vote, just strategic nudging, all under the banner of compliance. So who decides which coins are dangerous? Who decides which transactions are suspicious? Chainalysis does, and the rest follow. This is how control works in modern finance. Not through law, but through software. Their reports don't need court approval. They're treated like gospel by governments, platforms, and even the media. So what happens when mistakes are made? Or when dissent is labeled suspicious? In one documented case, privacy advocates using mixers like Wasabi Wallet were flagged. No charges, no crimes, just association. And it doesn't stop there. They also developed a tool called Chainalysis Cryptos, a dashboard designed to give law enforcement and regulators real-time profiles of crypto companies, tokens, and smart contracts. Think of it as a crypto credit score, but controlled by a private company, sold to governments, and based on data you can't see. And that leads us to the most chilling part of this story. In a 2023 research partnership with DARPA, Chainalysis began testing an experimental system called Halfmoon, designed to predict wallet activity before it even happens. Let that sink in. By analyzing behavioral patterns, transaction flows, and smart contract deployments, Halfmoon could assign a probability score to a brand new address, even if it had never received funds. They're predicting your crypto behavior before you act. This isn't just surveillance. This is predictive control. The same kind used in counterterrorism, now pointed at DeFi users. And they didn't stop at blockchain forensics. Tornado Cash? They monitored address flows before the US sanctions hit. Telegram groups? Chainalysis has tracked wallet links shared through group chats and discords. Even pseudonymous devs on GitHub. If your repo gets linked to flagged contracts, you're now a data point. Chainalysis turns metadata into weapons, and it's all perfectly legal because no one voted on it. And that's the most dangerous part. And if you think this is just about criminals, think again. Several leaked communications between Chainalysis analysts and US intelligence circles suggest a growing interest in political dissent within crypto ecosystems. Flags raised not for illegal actions, but for association. Communities, causes, or ideologies the system finds inconvenient. They call it network risk. But it's really thought profiling. Because if you can link every transaction to an identity, and every identity to a belief, you don't need a warrant. You just need a list. So what does this mean for crypto? It means that blockchain isn't just a financial revolution. It's also a surveillance experiment, one that only works if no one resists. And companies like Chainalysis, They're the bridge between transparency and tyranny. They don't write laws, but they enforce outcomes. They don't wear badges, but they build dossiers. And while you focus on charts, tokens, and tech, they're watching the people. You, me, everyone. You didn't opt in. You weren't warned. You're just watched. So who watches the watchers? Who holds Chainalysis accountable? And what happens when their tech is exported to regimes that don't care about freedom? In the next episode, we'll explore the black box, how Chainalysis became a global shadow regulator. When data becomes law, freedom becomes permissioned. Stay tuned.